Is it? వాళ్ళకి వినబడుతుందా? Right. Before we start with our subject, let me introduce myself. So my name is Panduranga Reddy. I'm a qualified chartered accountant. I hope you are getting my voice. Right. I've been in this profession for the last 17 years, teaching costing, financial management, both at inter-level and final level. This is only possible because of the students. Because of a lot of cooperation from students only, I'm able to do this for a long period of time. At the same time, I'm also into practice, right? So this is my introduction. And in my subject, what is the highest marks scored by students is in costing, CA Inter 98 is the highest marks. CMA Inter 96. This is the highest marks what our students got for the last 17 years. And in financial management, CA Inter 92, CMA Inter 87. So this is the score what they have got. And if you see the results or analyze the results, what is that subject which is very important for clearing your entire CMA Inter and CA Inter is costing. I hope you are aware of your papers in your CMA Inter. How many papers are there? 8 papers are there. In that you have 2 costing papers. One is cost accounting which is there in group 1. Other one is management accounting which is there in group 2. Both carries 100 marks. Group 1 100 marks, group 2 also 100 marks. So imagine how important this subject is to clear CMA Inter in first attempt or CA Inter in first attempt. Right? So before we start off with our subject cost accounting, right? Just I would like to know how many of you are doing exclusively CA here. How many of you are doing exclusively CA here? Exclusively CA. The rest of you are CMA Inter. Very good. So let's start with our subject cost accounting without wasting any further time. Right? How many marks group 1? Group 1, your subject name is cost accounting. This is for CMA Inter students. 100 marks. And for CA Inter students, the name is cost and management accounting. Cost and management accounting. This is CA Inter. They have it in group 2. 100 marks paper. This is also. I think you are aware of the paper pattern also. Currently, for CMA Inter, CMA Inter, the paper pattern has been, and I hope that the same they will continue. You have 30 marks objective questions, you have MCQs, 15 questions, and each one will carry 2 marks. Without any reasoning, you have to just select the answer. So that carries 30 marks. Rest of the 70 marks is descriptive questions. In this, you have 7 questions. 2 questions you have a choice. You have to write only 5 questions. 5 questions into 14 marks. 70 marks. So 70 plus 30 is 100 marks. Out of 7 questions, 2 questions will be given as choice to you. So 5 questions you need to attempt. Coming to CA Inter. CA Inter also you have MCQ 30 marks. Descriptive again 70 marks. But there is a slight difference in the way they ask these MCQs. What they do is here case scenario based MCQs you will find. Case scenario based MCQs. Roughly they will be around 10 MCQs. So that means you are going to get 2 case scenarios. 2 case scenarios will carry 10 questions, means 10 into 2, 20 marks. Each carries 2 marks. And the remaining is direct MCQs. So this is the challenge in CA Inter. In CMA Inter, directly they will ask you MCQs. You need to pick one. But here in CA Inter, they will give you in a case study format. You have to study that and then answer the questions. Now, these case studies are not something different from the chapters, respective chapters only. The same practical questions will be put in case study format. Then you need to properly study the case study and then answer the questions given below that. So, what is most challenging in CA Inter is your time management is most important in CA Inter. What students every time the complaint what they have is they are unable to complete 100 marks in 3 hours time. The reason is this case scenarios only. Right. So if you are thorough with all the practical concepts, I don't think you will face any difficulty. CA Inter students, you have only one question as choice. That is one more difference between CMA Inter and CA Inter. So you have 6 questions. Okay, 5 questions you need to attempt. So only one question CA Inter students have the choice in CA Inter question paper. So this is your paper pattern. Now, one more thing is CA Inter both whatever CMS students have in group 1 and group 2 is combinedly given in their syllabus. Of course, some extra topics are also there in management accounting, which is there in group 2, but more or less almost 90% of the syllabus is covered in this one. Right. So this is your paper pattern. I hope you are writing in your notebook also what is the paper pattern. Make a note of this paper pattern quickly, and what is the name of the subject also. If you are CA Inter student, just write your paper pattern. If you are CMA Inter, just write your paper pattern. Whatever is applicable to you. CMA Inter, how many marks you have MCQs? 30 marks. 15 MCQs, each carrying 2 marks. 70 descriptive, how many questions you will be given? 7 questions. Out of that, 5 questions only you need to write. Coming to CA Inter, have you seen this? MCQs 30 marks. Out of that, case scenario based MCQs. Case based MCQs. How many MCQs will be there? 10 MCQs. And remaining is direct. 5 will be direct MCQs. 10 will be case study based MCQs. Done everyone? Yes. Now before giving you syllabus, first I need to give you the basics of costing. The moment you know what is the basics of costing, you can easily understand the syllabus pattern. Okay, you need not remember the chapters also. By flow only you can understand what are your chapters. Right, let us start then. First we'll name it as basics of costing. Chapter number 1, let us name this as basics of costing. Since it is totally a new subject to you, you need to understand the basic things about costing, which is part and parcel of your syllabus only. Chapter number 1 in your syllabus is basics, which will help you to understand the complete basics of cost accounting. Let's start now. First thing is, first question what I would like to ask you is, many of you know what is cost. Definitely if I ask you know what is cost, I think most of you will be able to give the answer. Very simple, sir. Cost is nothing but the expenditure what we incur to produce any goods or to give any service. This is the answer definitely anyone can give. So costing is required for both goods as well as services. First I will write what is cost. What is cost? Expenditure to be incurred. Expenditure to be incurred on producing goods or rendering services. So one should understand that costing is not just for physical goods, it is also for services. Here we are giving you service, we are delivering service here. So how much does it cost to give this service to you? That also we need to estimate. Now you tell me everyone, why costing is required? What is costing? Let us understand that also, then I'll ask you that question. First meaning is what is cost? I hope everyone understood what is cost here. We talked about expenditure. One more word what we used here is expenditure. What form of expenditure we incur for producing any goods? I will take one example here. Try to give the expenditure that goes into making of that product. Just take the example of your furniture only, a table. Let us take this table example only. Table is a product, physical product or not? Yes, physical. Now to make this table, what expenditure will go into making of this table? Can you guess?